Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
Of course, for one of the most senior-most ministers during the Prime Minister Vajpayee era. So do you feel that over the last 10 to 12 years, have you gone through an ideological change or evolution? Or is yours purely an opposition to the leading personalities in power?
It's a very good question. I mean, is your opposition to Mr. Modi and his team, or have you now given up the ideology that you had accepted when you joined the BJP?
I don't know how you will describe the ideology of the Vajpayee era.
But the ideology of the BJP is the RSS ideology. That doesn't change.
Yeah, okay. So I'm glad you have clarified it so that I can answer it more clearly. I worked in the party first and then in Mr. Vajpayee's government for 6 years. And then I was 10 years in the opposition in Parliament when the UPA was in power. I'd like to tell you, Shekhar, that in all these years that I was in the BJP, one, I was not asked to deal with issues which can be described as communal. Nobody asked me to talk about the mandir or talk about anything else which was even remotely communal. My brief all along had been the economy and then part of foreign policy when I was the External Affairs Minister. So I was kind of insulated from this part of the RSS BJP ideology. Mr. Vajpayee ran his government in the most non-RSS ideological fashion that one can imagine. RSS had its own views with regard to to economic policy. Mr. Vajpayee discouraged me personally and strongly not to follow that line. And that's why we were able to do whatever we did during his period on the economic front. So I never felt the blast of the communal ideology of the RSS BJP. I have been feeling somewhat uneasy in the last let's say since 2014, because I saw change creeping in our outlook. And now it's become very public because it's in public domain that there has been a complete shift from the time of Mr. Vajpayee, Mr. Advani to this time. And therefore, I'm happy I'm not a part of it.